Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Music City. Welcome to Nashville, Tennessee, and Nissan Stadium on the shores of the Cumberland River. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Baltimore Ravens and the Tennessee Titans. With my partner Greg Olson, Mike Tirico, Joey Sly, set to get this one going. Off we go from Nashville. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Now, familiar face. Welcome back to Tennessee's second all-time leading rusher. It's Derrick Henry.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 7. Gonna go right back to Henry. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. It sets up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and inches.
Now Jackson. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
Return up past the 15-yard line.
16-yard line.
Let's go now. Hawk 70, Hawk Cowboys!
Opening carry of the game for Tyjae Speed. A good physical run, motoring forward for 9.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game, and the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches.
70 Lions! 60 Vikings! 60 Vikings!
Here's Ward. That one caught is Chimray Decan. And will knock him down just shy of the 40.
It's a gain of 14 yards.
14 on the pickup. That's good for a Titan 1st down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Off play action, it's Ward. He'll stop it for the Longhorn. Gunnar Helm. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. 22 yards, the pickup there. First down for Tennessee.
First and 10 at the 39-yard
This is a really
line.
nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And
Here we go.
it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and we're able to
70,
convert.
70 to the front. Ready.
Off the bootleg, it's Ward. Will be swung out wide to steal. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him. Take him down behind the line.
Brought down back at the
So, Mike, there's this
43-yard
idea
line.
that every time a defense blitzes, it has to result in a sack. But there's a lot of other ways that you can impact the play, and we see it here. Get the ball out of the quarterback's hand, get it to the check down, and now you just need to rally tackle and bring them down for a loss.
Okay,
Work
break.
to do now as they
19
come up
Lions.
on second and long.
70. Cowboy 80. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
They'll run it with Tony Pollard. Oh, a loose football. One of the Ravens has it. And he rumbles his way into the end zone. The fumble recovery and the great return for the touchdown. And Greg, you talked about it all week. Not just stop them with the defense, but make impact plays, and that is as big a play as you can ask for.
Yeah, and across the league, Mike, this continues to be a huge point of emphasis. Every defensive coach starts practice with takeaway circuits. How can we find ways to take the ball away? In this case, they force the fumble, scoop, score, 6 points.
Here's Stout after the touchdown to send this one away. Here comes a return from the 5. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set it. Check out.
On play action, it's Ward. A throw on the move is caught. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. Terrific start to this drive. Gain of 23 and a first down.
At the 49-yard line.
Set. Cougar 19. Huh. Let's go.
First carry for the man from Memphis, Tony Pollard. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. Gonna set up second down.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4.
Set. Steady.
Shotgun snap for Ward. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. He didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
Let's go. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Cougar 19.
Ward now on third down. Open right side is a Conquo. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard
It's
line.
a gain of 23 yards.
They'll pick up 23 on that one. That's good for a Titan first down.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. Panther 60, Panther 60.
From the gun, here's Ward. That caught Billy Pollard. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
Well, this is a great example of the old saying, Mike. You never go broke taking a profit. And give credit to this quarterback. I know it's not the big explosive play he was looking for, but getting the ball into the hands of his running back, allow him to pick up some extra yardage after the catch.
Ready, ready?
A run up the middle, Spears. Oh, the ball's out. One of the Ravens has it.
And with all this talk about ball security, I can tell you firsthand, Mike, a lot of it just becomes mental. It's like the more you think about it, the more you stress it in practice, it almost gets worse. It's one of those things that when it starts to spiral, it's just hard to pull yourself out.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, Alpha, sit hot! Sit hot!
On play action, here's Jackson. That's to the right side. He's got Andrews. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
So think back to earlier in the week, Mike, and they told us they want to get him going here early and often. So I'd expect plenty of passes to head his way as this game unfolds.
On the ground, here's Henry. He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. A terrific interior performer, Jeffrey Simmons, on the stop.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 43-yard line.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 7.
You at? Sit hot! Sit hot!
From the shotgun, here's Jackson. Open man is Bateman. He's got him. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3.
Sit hot, hot! Sit hot! Oh.
Lamar, going to work for the pistol. And he's got it to Flowers for the connection.
A gain of 6. And the Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So a big 3rd down hookup takes us to the break. 7-0 is our score. We're back in Music City after this. Raven football, quarter number 2 begins as they've got it with 1st and 10. In motion comes Andrews. A give right up the middle to Henry. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
41. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, Jackson. High-headed defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
all things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
On third down, Jackson. That is caught. He finds Walter. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down.
This has been a really impressive drive, Mike, really from the start. And this is something defenses want to force offenses to do. Methodically work their way down the field. But they've been highly efficient, and now they get another first down.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. They'll run. It's Henry. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
They'll try again here. Second and 10. They'll go again here with Henry. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. A gain there of 11. First down, Baltimore.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
And it's his first catch of the game, and it ends up being a good one. All week long, we talked about how this dominant secondary wanted to take away their best targets, and he continues to make plays like that. Their top 10 ranking could take a hit at the end of this one.
And a hard-earned yard as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's second down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Second down, 8 yards to go. Play action now. Jackson. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Jay Flowers. Touchdown, Ravens. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. Luke now for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Ravens move out on top, 14-0. Here's Stout after the touchdown to send this one away. Here comes a return from the 3. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there.
Their own 25-yard line.
Ready? Panther 60, Panther 60. 60 Vikings, 60 Vikings. Go!
They'll give it to Pollard to start this drive. And he'll take this up to the 30. They'll pick up the 5.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
Out of the gun, Ward. Exiting the pocket right. Short one there to Okonkwo. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
Really nice job here by the quarterback. Not only getting outside the pocket, buying more time for his receivers, but then finding a man open who's able to pick up enough to move the chains.
Ready? 60 Eagles. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
On the handoff, this is Spears. And they smacked him down there. Big hit right at the line. No gain.
Not a great start by this running back here in the first half, Mike. He had a fumble earlier. Now he struggles just to get back to the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to get more out of this run game as the rest of this game moves along.
On second down, here's Ward. That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up third down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
Viking 18. 70 Timberwolf. 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Ready up.
Throwing on third down, Ward. Now he'll air one out. Oh, the defender able to get his head around and intercepted. It's the safety, Kyle Hamilton. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
What are you? Sit up.
On first and 10, Jackson. And he will get down here as he wisely avoids the contact. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a first down.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes him pay.
And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 35-yard line.
Two minutes remain here in this first half. We're back to Nashville in a moment. Second down and 8. Jackson now on the move left, and he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there, but now it's going to bring up third down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
They need to get it to the 27. This is third down. Throwing Jackson. That's caught. It's the tight end, Andrews. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting fourth down decision. The Titans will use the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down is looming.
Hands up. Out.
They'll run for it with Henry. And he's going to have the Ravens first down. As they manage to convert, that'll keep this drive alive.
First down.
Just a great effort by the back. I mean, just the ability to keep your legs moving, to make sure he had enough to pick up the first down. He's able to move the chain by a few, and just a great call, great execution, especially given the circumstances.
They go three tight ends here on 1st and 10.
Hey, get on. Get ready.
They'll work straight ahead with Henry. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. A gain of 11 on that one. Good for a Raven first down.
This is a guy who's been doing it at a high level, Mike, for a long time. Not too many running backs finding success in the NFL past the age of 30. That's usually when they kind of ride off into the sunset. But as always, there's the exception to every rule.
On first down, they'll stay on the ground with Henry. That's 11 yards again, 2 plays in a row. And another first down.
The offensive line doing a great job opening these run lanes. They have been there this entire first half, and I think if I'm this play caller, until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away, I think I'm just going to keep turning around and handing it to that guy.
Halftime is looming, but a chance to build on that already sizable lead right here. 1st and goal. Here's a run. Good blocking, and he's in. Rashid Ali. Touchdown, Baltimore. That's his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. On is Luke to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Ravens will stake themselves to a 21-0 lead.
Titans, nothing.
Halftime, coming close, and not much time left as this one is kicked away. This is fielded inside the 5. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Come on, set! County Lions! Ready?
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And showing a little versatility as he takes this one forward up to the 34, a pickup of 9. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The 3rd quarter is underway. The return starts from the front. Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Go!
They'll start this drive on the ground with Spears. And that play going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring them down for a big loss.
With the struggles they had running the ball in the first half, Mike, it makes sense that they're trying here early in the second to get this ball carrier going. But this last run's not going to do him any favors. Another rush, another loss of yards.
Back to throw is Ward. Now a screen. Here's Pollard. And that one's just too long to get going. They'll come up, stop him before the lineman could get out to lead the way.
makes it
Just a little
3rd
slow
and 14.
developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Cougar 19. Panther 60. Panther 60.
Switch! 3rd and long. Here's Ward. He'll get this out wide to Pollard. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough 3rd down situation, and now it brings up 4th down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
So on 4th down, time to kick it away. Jake Camarda to do the honors. This returnable from inside his own 40. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over.
It's hot.
A first down throw for Jackson. This one complete to Bateman. And he's out of bounds. Gain of 4. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 6. In motion comes Andrews. Jackson now on 2nd down. That's to the middle of the field and caught by Walker.
It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
Third and a yard. We'll try and run for this with Henry. Oh, he didn't need much, but I don't think he got there. Going to depend on the spot, but it looks like he is short. Now, after that last play, we have an injured Raven. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment.
Loop on for the Ravens field goal. A 61-yard attempt.
That one's on target, and it is good from the other side of midfield. One of the longest field goals in NFL history. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. He'll come across the 20 and take him down at the 21-yard line.
Ready? 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Alert blow, alert blow, alert blow.
Hut, hut.
Now, first down throw for Ward. He'll look for Pollard out of the backfield and mark him down up beyond the 30. It's a nice start to the drive, a gain of 10, and a quick first down.
First down.
Every defense in the league, Mike, they stress the importance of defending the middle of the field. And in this case, that's just too much room to operate. They have to find a way to close and cloudy up those windows, make the quarterback throw the ball to the sidelines. And you allow him to operate in there, especially with that much space, we're going to make for a long day. The receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
60 Maverick! 60 Maverick! Let go!
Shotgun snap for Wolf. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force third down.
And this is really just more of the same that we saw in the first half. They have made it a huge struggle in the passing game. I mean, just no easy completions, no open space. Every single ball has been contested, and they've done a great job all day.
Ready?
Throwing again is Ward. Down the field, but it falls incomplete. Tony Pollard, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. And it's going to lead to fourth down. On first down, he'll start the drive with Henry.
He's taken down at the 17-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's a 2nd and 9. Jackson looking to throw. Catch made there, left side by Walker. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. You did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
On 3rd and 1, here's Jackson. Forced to his right. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
When you decide to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, typically, Mike, what you're doing is you start from the top down. If you have the big shot downfield, take it. If not, the quarterback works through his progression, finds the medium target, picks up a first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Ali. And he'll find some way to turn this into positive yardage, struggling forward for a pickup of about 2.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 8. The shotgun, here's Jackson. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
And I think when you look back on the first half, this was an element of the defense that really was missing. There was a lot of open windows, a ton of green grass for the receivers to make uncontested catches. So nice change of pace here. Continue to force the issue and make these guys earn the catch.
Jackson from the gun on 3rd down. He finds his receiver. That's Bateman. That's a pair of hookups on this drive. This one goes for 14 yards and a first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 46-yard line.
From the 46, here's 2nd and a couple. They'll go once more with Ali. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. 16-yard pickup on that one. First down, Baltimore.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
So we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Quick, ready?
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10.
Hey, Alpha, Siraj!
We see a lot of this as they begin the 4th quarter on the ground. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Another try with Ali.
The ability to read and then react on this run. That was the key to this play here, Mike, for the linebacker. He's the run-through player, but when you hit it as fast as he does, the offensive linemen have no chance of getting off their combination blocks to account for you. You get through with speed in the backfield, and you take them down for a loss.
Converted twice on 3rd down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a 3rd time? Lamar, good work from the pistol. Now they'll set up the screen for Ali. And he is out of bounds at the 4-yard line. That is a gain of 22, and it sets up 1st down and goal.
Big-time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the 4th quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So, really nice job here late.
Open man, he's got it for the touchdown. That's Walker. Touchdown, Ravens. It's his 3rd touchdown catch this year. Luke now for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Ravens move out even further ahead. It is now 31-0. Here's Stout after the touchdown to send this one away. He fields it at the 8. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
At their own 28-yard line.
On the ground, it's Spears to start the drive. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
A loss of 2.
Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going on the ground. And a big reason they find themselves trailing and another loss of yards.
Set. Ready. Bronco 80.
Let's quit.
They'll run the toss to Spear. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So third down, forthcoming.
No, so I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
This one intercepted.
At the 31-yard line.
Carry now for Ali. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
Ball carrier, Cody Barton on the stop. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 29-yard line.
From the 29, here's 2nd down and 7.
180. Sit on. 180. Sit on.
Here's the fullback, Ricard. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard.
Devondre Sweat on the stop. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
BC, what?
21 is the line to gain as we hit 3rd down.
Sit on. 180. Sit on. Sit on.
On the ground, they go with Ali.
Ali, the ball carrier. Oluwafemi Oladejo on the tackle. A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
The offense staying out there for this 4th down.
180. Sit on. 180. 180 shot. Sit on.
In the tough yards, they'll go with their fullback. Oh, he's going to be very close. It depends on the mark, but he is short. They've held him on 4th down. What a stand.
All right, Mike, so think back to earlier in this game. The coach decides to be aggressive. He's successful on 4th down. He decides to do it again. This time, the defense has other ideas and comes up with a huge 4th down stop.
And he'll somehow turn this into a net positive. Getting out of bounds after a pickup of a yard.
Out of bounds at the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 8. Once again, it's Spear. And some good blocking at the point of attack. A pickup of 7, and it brings up 3rd down.
So I think as they continue to have success on the ground like they did here, I think we're going to see them continue to lean towards that ground game. Force the defense to come up, sell out, take it away, and then there's all sorts of options downfield in the passing game.
They're going to get the conversion here on 3rd down. He'll bring this up to the 33-yard line.
And this is just a defeated defense at this point in the game, Mike. It's been like this all day long. They just have not been able to get the stops when they've needed them. Here's another chance on 3rd down, and they just can't make a play.
On the handoff, Pollard. And he's able to fight through 1 tackle here and pick up about 3. 2nd down coming up.
7-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Roll. Set up. Ready.
On 2nd down, Spears.
So, Mike, you know by now my philosophy on 3rd down. If it was up to me, I don't even want to be in 3rd down. I want to get all of my conversions on 1st and 2nd down and be able to stay in those neutral down situations. So it's exactly what they do here. They lean on the ground game and pick up a fresh set of downs.
2 first downs, and they're at the 46 now. It's 1st and 10.
Set. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. Viking 18. Connect.
Play fake. Now Ward to throw. He's got his man. Kayshawn Butte. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard
4
line.
yards. That's
Nice
another
chunk here in this good-looking
first
drive.
down.
Pickup of 14 and a first down.
40-yard line.
Two minutes remain in the 4th quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Come on. Set. 18. Go.
Here comes the jet sweep. And he is out of bounds down at the 21. 19 more on that one. And another first down.
Another
Okay, break.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Stephanie.
On the handoff, this is Speed. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
They'll stay on the ground with Speed. And that is going nowhere in a hurry. Finally taken down well behind the line.
23-yard line.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
That is hauled in at the 5. And he is out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
It's a gain
What a
of
pickup, a
18.
gain of 18. And it sets up 1st and goal.
First down.
This has been some kind of march
at the 4-yard
downfield
line.
now. Can they pay it off with 6? It's 1st
Panther
and
60.
goal.
Panther 6. Ready.
Off the bootleg, it's Ward. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. Do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play. Joey Sly on now for the point after. The kick is good. And the Titans are able to edge a bit closer.
Ravens 31, Titans 7. Joey Sly to kick off for Tennessee.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The defense still has 3 timeouts. We'll see if they decide to use them here as the offense starts taking a knee. Second and 11. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So it is a win here for the Wizards.